Hello, guys. We have a little bit of a different angle today. That is because I didn't set the phone on the two dictionary books. Very big dictionary books. I don't even know why I have them. This wasn't a dictionary book. That is actually a volume library book. I'm not really sure of its contents, but yeah. Anyways, if I can get out of this awkward situation. Today's topic is going to be drawing from imagination. This isn't really like a advice video. It's more like a reflection of my own experience, and if you somehow get an idea from what I say in my head, then that's a bonus. This is mainly just a reflection about my own life, and take it with a grain of salt, because I am no teacher, no professional. So let's begin with the struggles. Oh yeah, and I took some notes, because, I fail to remember sometimes. Okay. So my first struggle is that when I don't have a reference, something just feels off. Like, I don't know how to really explain it. Like, I feel like I miss a lot of like key details, and my mind seems to like distort reality when I'm not like really looking at it, and it's just like my own head, which I think is actually really amazing. Like, I can create my own art with that, like abstract art, except that's not what I was trying to go for, like that wasn't my purpose. My purpose is to make it look as realistic as possible. Maybe I could show you with some of my artwork where I didn't use a reference. I don't know if and maybe this one. Hold up. So this artwork I made without a reference, I think. Yeah. Did I? No, yeah, I did. But you get the concept. Like, it is a woman. She is an angel. There are eyeballs behind her. And 143 does have a meaning. It's just something is like off about it. Like, you could tell that's a painting, and like it isn't like kind of like Renaissance style. Like, you can tell when a Renaissance painting is a painting, but like it looks so realistic. It just feels like I de-rendered my abilities when it comes to not having a reference. Honestly, that's not a bad thing. It's just, I wish I could paint more realistically without needing to stare at something for hours on end. It just gets a little bit exhausting. But I think that'll get better with time. Alright, let's move on. And number 2, I realized that most of the things I make are from digital, not real life. So what I mean by that is, when I actually try to not use like a reference, like just drawing from my head, I realized like how much I rely on apps like Pinterest or Google Images, and cause like I tried to look for ways that seem similar to the subject I was drawing, if that makes sense. And the thing is, my surroundings do not really provide that kind of like they don't provide what I'm looking for, so that I know what I'm doing. Like, for example, a portrait I mainly use online as a reference, because I'm pretty sure people aren't willing to sit and stay still in a certain position for an extended period of time. And so I rely on like having like digital images of that instead of like what I actually see. You know, most of the stuff is just from a phone or like from a professional camera uploaded by someone else. And to be honest, that's also not a bad thing. It's just, I really want to be able to be as natural as possible. I really want to get to a point where it's not like filtered by a phone when it comes to my artwork. Like, I just want my eyes to be the filter, you know? That is disgusting. I'm so sorry you had to see his butt. Anyways. Number 3. There's no creativity, idea, or direction when it comes to making my own work. So I think that's like an obvious struggle, because everything comes from your own head, and that is like a very infinite space. If there's no like guidance, I don't really know what to do. Like sometimes I feel like a robot, because like I feel like I need to be programmed with something to be able to produce. There was this one time when I had to, actually there was 3 times where I had to paint a pumpkin. Wow, so dramatic, so life crisis inducing. Anyways, so the first time I tried to draw on a pumpkin or paint a pumpkin, and also this was my first time ever painting a pumpkin, my brain completely farted because I didn't want to use a reference for a pumpkin for some reason. Like, I felt like it was something where it was more about the process and not the what is it called? The process, not the product. Yeah, that was the word. I felt like this pumpkin had to be me, had to speak about me. So having another force influence my drawing decisions meant that was no longer me, in my head, at least at that time. So I actually have it, so let me show you. Are you ready? Hey, everyone said it was cute, so if you're judging it right now, just know you are the odd one out. I honestly don't know how to explain this. At the bottom it says my mental stability. Yeah. But this looks like Joker. I mean, honestly, it was like inspired by it. The buck teeth wasn't. I think I was just trying to make like a little emo baby Joker. See, it honestly, I feel like I just really wanted to show the absolute muck that I am with this pumpkin. Yeah. Is this creative? I don't know. But what was I even talking about? Oh yeah, no creativity, idea, direction. Yeah, so believe it or not, this actually took me 2 hours. The first, I think like 30 minutes was just me sitting, contemplating what I should turn this peculiar thing, this blank canvas into. So I basically looked like this the entire time. Yeah. There was not a single thought in my head. Nothing could actually like pop up that wasn't like already someone's idea. Well, I guess you can never like create your own ideas because someone else always thinks about it, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking about like popular ideas. And see, you can tell by this that I ended up not even creating my own thing. This is literally Joker. Baby Joker. Yeah, I just wanted to like note that I got stumped by a pumpkin, even though I can make such satisfying to see art. Yeah, it feels like I can definitely copy some things I see online, except when someone says, hey, how about you make your own artwork? My mind goes blank. My first advice is, well, for myself, I'm not sure if this will work for you, and I'm pretty sure you've already done this if you're watching this and you're having creative art block. If you hear this, you'll probably roll your eyes. Sketch my surroundings. Yippee! More still life! So, basically, when I was having art fart, I started getting my little mini sketchbook and started drawing literally everything I saw. Because again, like how I complained earlier, I don't like how my phone filters the reality around me. I want to paint it with my own eyeballs. Not literally. Yeah, so I started sketching my surroundings and I realized that sometimes my perspective changes when I look up again and the drawing gets a little bit messed up. But it's what I see, so that's all that really meant to me. And also they were just sketched, so I didn't really like place much like risk value to it. I just it was just like a little like brain reliever. And I didn't really have to think creative wise. I just like, that's what I like about realistic art. You just make what you see in front of you and you don't really have to add anything to it. Number 2, I used print paper and book references. See, this isn't really about drawing from my imagination with this one, because you know I'm still using references, but still, what I meant by like not wanting to use like digital references, paper is a little tiny little step down from that. I know if you take a photo and you print it, it's technically still filtered by the phone, but you can't really zoom in. You also can't zoom out when it comes to paper, and I feel like it's a little bit more authentic because books have been around for a little while, and you know, they take some time to filter out so that they show the best representatives of artwork. And what I mean by that is like, yeah, there's a lot of pretty artwork on Pinterest. I will not lie. There's a lot of inspirational stuff out there. But most of the realist examples are found within books. Or at least credible books. Sometimes they are made just for profit and they don't really care what they put. But stuff like this. See, these are like genuine photos that actual people got. And you can definitely find that on Pinterest. It'll be a little bit harder to find, but it just feels, you know, better to stare at something physical rather than something that's digital and like, you know, not in my reality. I don't know, something just like, it's like if you can't like reach out and like feel it or like perceive it without the visualization, like without your eyeballs. It's like, is this made up, or am I like hallucinating? Like actually, like right now you're seeing me on a digital device, and am I even real? Who knows? I can assure you that I am, but will you believe me? Because I have no evidence. And you know what? With the AI stuff, honestly, that can be an actual accusation. Because people can make up their whole existence. Oh, and like, oh, oops, wow. Like stuff like this, you see, they choose like individually with all the artworks, like what best represents, you know, the topic that they're talking about. And you know what, sometimes I don't trust myself to know what references are good. But that is not drawing from imagination. This is just maybe taking a step towards drawing from imagination. You know, because like you can't really like just go cold turkey on it. Sorry guys. I'm also doing laundry now. You can't just go from relying on something or being dependent on something and then suddenly just like not having that anymore. It's a really survival of the fittest type shit way to learn. So I'm just trying to take steps toward being able to like be the people that post on the internet their ideas. And I know I'll never be able to like get rid of like references in general, because that is how people make really good art. Like they do have something to look at and see it in their own eyes, create the artwork that they make and sell it or like post it and stuff. But I just want to have a little bit of freedom, and like instead of like being confined to only needing to only like having digital references as my fuel for artwork. Because I don't know, there's just something off about it. I can't explain. It's kind of a weird topic that I've been trying to think about, like having my life be partly digital and partly actually life. It's just man-made problems come from man-made inventions. So this is something that I wasn't biologically prepared for. Moving on from the book references and, you know, printing paper of your references, I need to allow myself to be bad to get good. So this is something I am very proud of, because it is my first step into not using a lot of like references and actually having my creative brain, my thinking cap on, and using from my experiences, my own personal experiences and emotions onto a physical medium, and actually like really expressing myself without having external influences. And I feel like this is for something bigger than just art. I think you need to allow yourself to be bad to get good with basically everything. Because I mean, some talented people, they pick something up and like boom, they're already like professional. That is amazing. But if you expect yourself to be good at everything, like as soon as you pick it up, you are also setting yourself up for failure, because chances are you're probably not going to be perfect at something as soon as you see it. And I think it's like discipline over motivation. So if you like the motivation gets you started, but it's discipline that actually makes you get better at something. And I'm going to be disciplining myself on creativity, which is actually not really that hard, because compared to other subjects, creativity is something interesting to me. So I'm willing to do what it takes, like even if I stare at this and think, God damn, did I actually make that, or was this a kindergartner's work? And sometimes you need a break, because maybe it's not actually what is it called? Like, if you tried everything and nothing worked, and you really did try, maybe sometimes it's just better to take a step back and have a little cool down from making art, because there's this phenomenon where people get better at something when they take a short break from it and come back. I don't know how to explain that, but it actually works sometimes. Like, I had to take a break from oil pastels. I originally had this as my first oil pastel. It's very scary looking, very uncanny. But I think I took like a 3 or 2 week break from it, and then I picked up another oil pastel drawing for my mom, and then I painted her. Not painted, I keep saying painted. And then I oil pasteled her. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of it, so I'll put it on the side of the screen. Yeah, I look really crazy just like pointing at the air from my perspective, but you'll see the thing. Anyways, yeah. Sometimes you learn the lesson, you take a step back after you learn, and then you come back to the medium you were working with, and somehow you get better at it. The last one that I wrote down on my notebook is that I should go get experience in life, actually. If I want to draw from imagination, or if I want to draw from actually what I see, my reality, I need to go outside and touch some grass. To put it very bluntly, I realized that I don't have a lot of experiences, or like, well, yeah, of course I have like the average experience. Like, there's like the pain of like, friendships and stuff, and like the hard topic of being a teenager and love. But like, it's not like enough to like spark me to paint about it. Most of the time the experience is online through other people's that I see. Like, I've never seen a spider up close until I saw it on digital. I never saw maybe like a cute animal up close. A hamster. I did have a hamster, but I never really drew it. Now I don't have a hamster, because it's been a couple years, but I don't have a hamster to reference to do the little sketches and show people and see how cool it looks. But what I'm trying to say is, like, people who make really good art have probably been through lots of experience, or maybe something so unique an experience that happen to know other, and they just like sent it out there. And people saw that and was like, damn, that is so original, so creative. I've never thought of this before. And that's how people connect. Like Frankenstein. Mary Shelley had a lot of traumatic experiences involving death, and she wanted to revive people. And a lot of the themes that she had in her own life were portrayed in her book. Since I'm 17, I don't think I have any very unique experiences. So that's why I am thrilled to go touch some grass and, actually like see what's out there and then put it in artwork. And maybe it'll get better. Who knows? Because I haven't really put it to the test, because nothing in my life was that dramatic yet. Anyways, that's all I have to say about this. A reminder that this is more of a reflection for me. Thank you for watching. Bye.